Good morning. I wanted to talk about my ayahuasca experience that I had, and it was beautiful. A lot of it that came up was actually resembling and expanding a little bit, playing more on things I experienced on my road trips. So more confirmation on things, but I want to break this down to certain pieces, and then if there's questions that come up, I'll do my best to answer them. So we were somewhere where there was a lot of chickens, a lot of chickens. And what our shaman explained was, we're a part of everything, a part of everything. We are all the elementals, we are the animals, we are each other, we are the one playing the many, the entire thing. And the thing to remember is, you're the main character of your reality. Therefore, everything you experience is pushed out from you, as within, so without. If it's happening in your outer world, it's an experience that's been going on in the inside, unless it's an echo. But anyways, so we were taking something before we were going to take the ayahuasca, and it was a natural thing. All this being natural, right? This is our plant medicine. This has been going on for so long. Our indigenous cultures have been using this. This is plant medicine that helps us push back past so many of the self-beliefs that we've had, to look at them, to process them in a shorter time span. But there's so much respect you have to have for this plant, this medicine, and Mama Ayahuasca, and your people that you're doing this with. It's beautiful, and it's powerful, and it's for you. So, when we were taking this pill, our shaman even said, just wait, because as soon as the ceremony starts, the chickens are gonna go nuts. Sure enough, we were all about to take this pill. And this pill is like to help settle the ayahuasca. I keep it balanced, if I recall correctly. It's all natural though. Soon as we were all with our cups, with the pills, we all took the first pills, and the chickens went berserk. I mean, just crazy. And it was just beautiful. So, then we take our ayahuasca. The first one it's brought to us. And then if you're gonna come up for the second or third one, you have to come up to the altar and request it, because they're also connecting through ayahuasca through you, and with you, and making sure that you're still connected. Then when our shaman starts singing, and the shamans will do chants and singing and calling in ayahuasca, and they do a lot of shh, shh. And I love that. When he started, the dogs started barking like crazy. Now, my childhood as Stephanie, my dad was always yelling at the dogs. The dogs were in another yard and they were barking. He got mad. So then what did I do? I just repeated him, right? So my whole life, I'm like, a dog's barking nonstop. I'm like, ah, right? So I could feel that coming up. And what you want to do is you want to ignore everything that's going on around you, and the journey is for you. So are you going to be distracted by everything in the outer world? Are you going to come back in? Are you doing this for you or the outer world? So I looked at everything as a symphony. All the sounds were a symphony. It's all music. And once I realized the whole thing with my dad, I just started chuckling. I'm just giggling, because it's just all me pushed out. So what am I getting upset about? And then all of a sudden it just became beautiful, and the dogs started like just blending into the background while the music was going, and oh, it was so beautiful. So beautiful. Even the puking was beautiful. Every time someone purged, I just heard, thank you for releasing this. Thank you so much for letting it go. And some people are asking that, when that came up, they're asking the higher self, the body, what was that I just relieved? And one woman even said rage. And so you're letting go of these things that don't serve you anymore. It's beautiful. So I wrote some things down, but I'm gonna break them down into videos. So I want to add too, before I even left for the night, I had no fears. I had done Bufo on earlier in the month, So I had all of that fear come up for the bufo. And so coming into ayahuasca, I was so excited. I wanted to add that. So I also was talking to Mama Ayahuasca, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, I am Mama Ayahuasca. I'm Mama Ayahuasca. It's me. We're the one playing the many. You're not separate from anything. It's inclusion, not exclusion. You are. I am Mama Ayahuasca. So I remembered that. So I knew I was going to be gentle and graceful and loving with myself. I am Mama Ayahuasca. I am everything. I'm one with all that is. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was what was coming to me. I know that I am in basically, I'm in a hologram of my own thoughts, that any thought and emotion that I have created is become my reality. So that being said, I could tell again, I was being shown again that my thoughts creating my reality, kind of like I'm in a bubble. And I was coming into a clearer realization of that, really truly seeing that all the thoughts that I've had are what's been playing out in my reality as Stephanie this entire time. And I was just giggling, just so happy about that. And then the thought came to me, oh, all those things I thought about myself, all the things that were the heavier density, hate, fear, anger, all these things that I felt and thought about, and how much I hated myself before, and how that had to go out. If I thought it, I felt it, it went out, and then it has to play back. And then I thought about all the vessels, so the vessels around me that are all playing the mirror. So the vessel that had to play back that hate so that I could see it, because I put it out. Someone had to play out the fear that I put out. And I felt sad for a second. I had this big smile and I just went, oh. When I realized that everything that I put out has to play back to me. And then I remembered I'm innocent. I want to thank my friend Carrie for that reminder that I'm innocent. I didn't know that I was creating my reality through my thoughts. I didn't know that what I was experiencing when it was hate, fear, judgment, coming back to me, showing itself to me through another vessel. I didn't realize that was my own wave coming back. But this is why it's so important that we don't judge, that we are aware of our thoughts and not on autopilot anymore. Because what you put out is coming back to you. That's how you're creating your reality. It's just you. You're the main character of your reality. So what you think, the emotions that you feel, project out from the heart chakra, and it plays back to you. So these vessels, yes, it's uncomfortable having the experience of judgment, of fear, of hate, of what we perceive as negativity. It's uncomfortable, and we want to blame that person sometimes for who's showing it to us, but it's you. That's you. That is a beautiful soul who plays the mirror to show you what's going on inside, so that you can shine a light and go, oh my God, I see it. I'm the one who thought that, and now it's playing back to me. Thank you. I love you so much for playing this role for me, and come back to the neutral standpoint that it's not good or bad. It just is. That's Akasha. That's zero judgment. That's our natural state of being, is neutral. And then everything, like I said, everything that was just going on around me, it was just me pushed out. So how was I going to judge it? If I'm going to judge it, because everything is meaningless until you give it meaning. What's the meaning that you're giving to your entire experience, to each of these moments? If it's uncomfortable, then it's not aligned with the truth, because the truth is it's always perfect. Even though the human aspect, the programming wants to tell us it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable because it's not aligned with our truth yet. Pivot. There's more pivot to do on it to find that love again. That true meaning of love behind it. Compassion for it all means it's absolute perfection. How can God get it wrong? You are God. How can you get it wrong? It's all things helping to lead us back home to ourselves. more soon.